Welcome to Homily Monday, where I give my homily from the readings yesterday or on Sundays, because there's many thoughts that I have that I sometimes like to share with people that they might find helpful. And yesterday was one of my favorite readings in the Bible, and it was about the Canaanite woman who came to Jesus and begged him to heal her daughter who was possessed. And you're like, why is that one of your favorite stories? Jesus literally ignored the woman, told her to go away, called her a dog and more. And that's one of your favorite stories? But yes, because sometimes Jesus does extreme things to test people's faith. When he knows they have great faith, he tests them. And it takes great faith to see great works or to see miracles. And so in this video, we're going to be talking about why this is one of my favorite stories and the lessons we can learn from it. Hello everyone, my name is Bryan Mercier, President of Catholic Truth. If you want a retreat or a speaker, we can come to your parish, your group. Check out our website at catholictruth.org. If you would like to follow us on social media below, check it out. Or if you would like to support our ministry, also down below. Now notice, this is about a Canaanite woman. The Jews and the Canaanites, then they considered the Canaanites dogs, outsiders, Gentiles, pigs, like people who were not blessed by God, those on the outside. They were the enemies of the Israelites, and yet this woman comes to Jesus, and in Matthew chapter 15, she says, Lord, Son of David. So she's recognizing a Jewish concept. Maybe she's just catering to that, so she gets her prayers answered. But she says, have mercy on me. My daughter is demon-possessed and suffered terribly. The next verse 23, Jesus did not answer her a word. And so what did she do? She sought out intercession. She went to the apostles and said, hey, will you guys talk to Jesus for me? And she was bugging them so much that they got tired of her. And they went to Jesus finally and said, Lord, she's bugging us. Can you do something about it? And at this point, Jesus stops and turns to her and says, listen, woman, I only came to the lost house of Israel. And at this point, what does she do? She does what is necessary to get our prayers answered. There are a few conditions generally to get our prayers answered. One is great faith. And two is great humility. At this point, it says she threw herself down on her knees and started begging Jesus to heal her daughter. Jesus said it's not right to take the bread of the children and throw it to dogs. Can you imagine Jesus Christ calling someone a dog and saying, you're basically a dog and you don't even deserve, this or that. And the lady says, true, but the dogs even eat scraps from the master's table. And at this point, Jesus is like, wow, this girl is persistent. She is persistent. She recognizes that she is nothing. She recognizes her lowliness. And in her humility, she has great faith in me. She knows I can do this despite all things. Remember the parable where Jesus talks about the person knocking day and night or the woman going to the judge, and because of their persistence, they get their prayer answered? It's the same thing with this Canaanite woman. She persisted and she trusted Jesus. She knew that he was her only hope, kind of like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he answered her prayer. See, sometimes God doesn't do it the right way or a conventional way. Sometimes he does it in a different way. Sometimes he does it in a non-conventional way to test our faith, especially when he wants to do great works in our life. He doesn't always answer it right away. He doesn't always do it the way we want. He tests us and see if we're going to persevere, to see if we're going to trust him even when we don't get our prayers answered, to see if we are going to humble ourselves before him and surrender to him, which is exactly what this woman did. And notice the astonishment on Jesus. He says, "Oh woman, how great is your faith. Be it done unto you as you wish." Amazing. Be it done unto you. Like he was like, wow, your faith is great. And I love how Jesus talks about the faith of Canaanites and non-Israelites, like the soldier who wasn't even an Israelite. Remember the soldier? And Jesus said that he had greater faith than anyone in Israel, and he wasn't even an Israelite. So this shows a couple things. Number one, that we need great faith in him. We need to trust him even when we don't understand, even when things don't make sense, even when things don't go our way, and even when our prayers aren't answered the way we want to right away or at all. We need to trust him, and that's a gift, and we need to pray for that. Second, it shows that all people who are honest and sincere before God and follow Christ can come to him. Some people think, if you're not Catholic, then you're automatically hellbound. That's not really what the Catholic Church teaches. I mean, these people were not Israelites, but yet they had the faith of an Israelite, and in many ways they trusted Jesus more than the Israelites. And there are many non-Catholics who live the faith greater and trust Jesus more and pray to him more often and seek his love more deeply than many Catholics do. And Jesus loves that, and he draws them to himself. That doesn't mean that, the soldier or the Canaanite should remain that way, but it does mean that Jesus answered their prayer. And likewise, it doesn't mean that people outside the church shouldn't come be part of the Church of Jesus Christ, but it does mean that God can work in their lives. Some people just don't know the Catholic Church is true, but they love Jesus. They love him with all their mind, heart, and soul, and God is going to work in their life because they love him and he loves them. The Bible goes on to say that her daughter was healed that moment. Love Jesus when he does miracles. I love when he tests people's faith, and I love when he's just like, you pass the test. Have whatever you want. Have whatever you ask for. And so many times it happens like that. And even like that soldier didn't even presume to go to Jesus on his own because he knew he was defiled and dirty. And so he sent his servants to go talk to Jesus. He also had faith. He also had obedience. And he also had humility. The three things we need to have our prayers answered. Jesus many times doesn't answer them the way we want. We have a whole video on that if you're interested. 5 reasons why God doesn't answer prayers or doesn't answer them the way we want. But I hope this helps you to realize that Jesus does love us individually, deeply. He doesn't just, swat his hand and say, oh, you can have the answer to your prayer. No, he loves us deeply and individually, and he cares for our souls. So pray to him. Love him. Trust him, have a good, deep prayer life. Follow him and throw yourselves on your knees like this Canaanite woman did. Not just once to get a prayer answered, but every day of our life, humbling ourselves before him and letting him raise us up to his majesty. Thanks for watching today. We hope you enjoyed this short video, and we hope it was inspirational. And please check out our other spiritual videos if you're interested in our spiritual playlist folder. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to support our ministry, Patreon and PayPal down below. And if you would like to follow us on social media, all down below as well.
Hi everyone, my name is Kate. I'm the video editor here at Catholic Truth, and I just wanted to say on behalf of all of us, thank you so much for taking some time to watch our videos and learn more about your faith. You guys really make this channel possible, and we truly appreciate you being here. So thanks again, and God bless.